Well, here we are again. This is a second take at this. I'm Thomas A. Bradley. I'm a multi award winning horror author. I have over 13 publications, and this is my second attempt at trying to get into live streaming. If you saw the first debacle, you will understand what I'm about to say, that I'm not tech savvy in any sense of the word. Um, so it's just kind of a what you see, what you get. No fancy studios, no fancy overlays, no wells and Bissell. Wells and Bissells, there we go. Watch out for those Bissells. You never know where they're going to come from. Anyway, this is just a test for me to see if I can get through these kinds of things. Later on, if this pans out, I'll be doing more serious stuff within the horror genre, perhaps even sharing how I write a novel by allowing you to share my screen and watch me actually write. We'll see what happens as we go along. But for right now, we're just going to see if we can get through this. I'm going to read an old children's poem, a favorite of mine, um, called The Duel by Eugene Field. So let's see what happens if we can do this one. The gingham dog and the calico cat side by side on the table sat. 'Twas 12:30, and what do you think? Not one nor the other had slept a wink. The old Dutch clock and the Chinese plate appeared to know as sure as fate there was going to be a terrible row. Now, I wasn't there, I simply state what I was told by the Chinese plate. The gingham dog went bow wow wow, and the calico cat replied meow. The air was littered an hour or so with bits of gingham and calico, while the old Dutch clock in the chimney place up with his hands before his face, for it always dreaded a family row. Now mind, I'm telling you what the old Dutch clock declares is true. The Chinese plate looked very blue and wailed, "Oh dear, what shall we do?" And the gingham dog and the calico cat wallowed this way and tumbled that, employing every tooth and claw in the awfulest way you ever saw. And oh, how the gingham and calico flew. Don't fancy I exaggerate. I got my news from the Chinese plate. Next morning, where the two had sat, they found no trace of dog or cat. And some folks think unto this day that burglars stole that pair away. But the truth about the cat and pup is this: they ate each other up. Now, what do you really think of that? The old Dutch clock, it told me so. And that is how I came to know. And we actually got through that entire poem this time. Um, Whether it rings your whistles and bells or, well, bells and whistles, whatever, I don't know. As I said, this is kind of just a test to see if I can get my feet wet at getting in front of a camera, feeling a little more comfortable than usual, and just dealing with everything. So I thank you for joining me. If you enjoyed it and you enjoy the horror genre and you think you might be interested in this, please hit the like button below and subscribe. If you didn't, go ahead and hit the thumbs down. That's fair. Everybody doesn't like everything. So I guess that's about it. Until next time, and I try something else. Take care and stay well, and keep smiling and keep reading.